how are you? I hope you're doing well. So this is Yasin. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to show you something special, and we are going to create all the different type of switches following a great design systems, Apple iOS, and material design by Google. So also Carbon by IBM, and the last one Fluent by Microsoft. We are going to create all this design to new our design. Okay, so let's name the artboard. I'm going to type for example toggle switches, okay. The headline, I'm going to type toggle switches. Perfect. Let's make it bigger, position it in the center. For example, let's reduce a little bit the size. Okay, I choose the Roboto font. You can choose whatever you want. Okay, the size I choose 35. Let's add, select rectangle and left drag all the way. So you can specify the width whatever you would like to add. For example, I am going to do something like that, okay, make it or position it in the center. Okay, move down a little bit, for example. Okay, great. So let's zoom in a little bit. There are smaller circles here. You can select them all and drag toward to the center. You can specify here by choosing the number you would like to add. For example, I prefer 10 pixel for the radius. Okay, so what else I'm gonna to add? Okay, let's duplicate this and drag it all the way to the left. Make the square and deselect the border. Okay, also this background color. For example, you see on the left, I've already created all the swatches for the colors. So you can choose whatever you would like to use. Okay, so I'm going to choose this background color, for example, as you see. And also I will play the radius. So I want it to be on the right, to be 0 radius on the right top, 0. So at the bottom right, 0. There's one. So for the white background color, I will add shadows. I prefer the shadow to be like that. Okay, we forgot to add the background color for the artboard. I will choose from here the background color. So the code here F1 F7 FB, like that. Perfect. Okay, so let's make it like that. Let's make it like that, and you can edit. Perfect. Also make it smaller like that. Perfect. So let's add a ellipse. I mean square. I mean circle, and also deselect border. Let's select type and create iOS. So make it regular and zoom it a little bit. Okay, zoom it a little bit. Then we'll make it bolder a little bit. So choose the font. I prefer this one. Let's position it in the center. So let's position it in the center, for example. Okay. Let's add the picture or the logo for the Apple logo. Apple. Wow, it's huge. Let's make it smaller and zoom in order to show everything. Okay, so make it smaller and center in the middle. Okay, great. So I'm going to add some sub-headline, call it by, or let's type, for example, by Apple. Make it smaller, position it in the center. You can play by this icon, align it center horizontally. Okay, so change the color of font by this one, or you can play by, I prefer to be light, for example. Perfect. Awesome. It looks pretty good. Okay, so let's save it. Okay, we are going to save it. So it's time to create the toggle. So select rectangle tool and left drag all the way. That is going to be, for example, to 51 width and 31 high. For the height, 31. Okay, so you can position it in the middle, align it middle vertically, and also center horizontally. Okay, drag the smaller circles towards the middle like this. I've got nice shape. Okay, select the border. So we are going to start active toggle, so that's why we are going to choose background color that's gonna be for example Okay, so let's grab circle, I mean by ellipsis. That's gonna be 51 width and height 51. So let's make it smaller. Okay, let's make it smaller. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay, select the border color and also make it to be on the right, because when the toggle switch is activated, the circle would be on the right. Perfect. Else I'm going to add. Okay, so now we have basically an element that you want to be repeated through the document, right? So we could go ahead and duplicate this more and more and more again. Then you manually update it, so it's a bit of pain. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to be utilizing repeated grades. Okay, repeated grades, which is fantastic. Okay, let's click on it, you see, and pull down. Boom. But this is great. Okay, and also you see the margins. Remove them all. I want it to be 0, like this. Oh, I like it. I'm gonna change Apple logo. Time to animate all the toggle switches. Okay, so let's play with these toggles. Okay, first I'm gonna play with this one. So let's group them, all the elements, group them by group. Okay, and also make its component by here or by this icon here over there. Okay, so I'm gonna choose and make it component. Perfect. So now I've got this. I'm going to create or add a new state, so call it switch off, for example. So this one is active, it's gonna be default state. So for the switch off, I'm gonna change a little bit on it. For example, this circles, it's gonna be on the left, okay, like this. And the background color, I will change it by this color. I will prefer this because it's gonna be inactive. Okay, perfect, I like it. So you can see you can see as I switch between them. Okay, so I'm going to start with the default state. So go to prototype. Okay, you see the blue arrow color here. Just click on it, it will have wire coming off. Just clicking itself. Okay, so go to trigger and choose the tab, and also type. It will be auto animated. For the destination, choose the switch off. Okay, line and go to switch off and go to prototype and click on the arrow blue top here. It will have wire coming off. So choose the same process, but the destination I will choose default state. Okay, you can play around, you can play with this easy in duration, so I make them by default. Okay, so let's play. For example, let's see what it looks like. Okay, so perfect, it works. Go back and make it to be default state for the first time. So the same process, I'm gonna do it for other toggles. So perfecto. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope it was very helpful and useful, and I hope it motivated you to learn more and more. If you're not yet subscribed this channel, hit the red button down below, and I'll see you very soon. My next video. Hasta la vista.